What is up, Collider TV Talk fans? Josh Macuga coming in hot for another live episode of Collider TV Talk, 11 a.m. PST. We're here every day now. You're probably thinking, wait a second, Collider's turned into a new channel? No, it's the same Collider video, just different programming. I mean, it's the same program because I'm still here, but it's Collider TV Talk. I was doing my dragon imitation before the show started, which you will get at the end of the show. If you tune in to the end of Collider TV Talk, you're going to get my Game of Thrones dragon imitation. Grace Hancock, I know she appreciated it.
I loved it. It was nothing like a dragon, but I still enjoyed it.
Back for another episode.
Back for another episode. Send me your Twitter questions, guys, at Mrs. Graceface, hashtag Collider TV Talk. Nailed it. Who's this guy?
Can I do my horse impression if you do your dragon impression?
Go ahead. You can do your horse impression at the end.
At the end, okay.
At the end of the show.
Ooh.
It's David Griffin. He's back for more on a Thursday.
I'm just staying in the same seat I was for movie talk.
Same
Yeah,
seat.
the same seat. Yeah, not moving.
Wearing his Deadpool shirt. He's ready to go. We have a full show. I'm really excited. Before we get into it, I want to apologize to all the fans yesterday. I said that I wasn't really excited about 2 nights of the Hero crossover, and apparently they're 2 2-hour movies. Hey, also, listen, when I go to Yard House and I get boneless buffalo wings and they give me vegan ones, I'm not really psyched about those either. I was promised 4 nights, and I want 4 nights of a crossover. I don't care if there's 9 nights of 10-hour movies. I was promised 4 nights, and I want my 4, okay? When I order a chicken parm sandwich, I want chicken and parm. Next. Okay, so let's get into it.
Great.
Also, I want to say Grace is quickly becoming part of the family here in Collider TV Talk. That's why we brought her in, because she got hate on Twitter yesterday. You got a little Collider TV Talk, a little banter there
What
with
happened?
some of the fans.
Oh, I did?
Yeah, you know, some of the fans were like, you guys are wrong about this.
Oh,
and
about
this.
the Fortnite thing?
Yes.
Yeah. So it was like a little aggressive. But you know what? You guys are usually so nice to me, and I'm so grateful. It's been a very warm welcome. But yeah, it got a little aggro yesterday. I was like,
Sure did.
So I just didn't say anything. Sorry.
Well, let's get aggro on some other stuff.
We're going to get so aggro.
Let's get started.
Today, 2 super amazing trailers dropped for 2 Netflix series. We have a new Narcos trailer for season 3, as well as American Vandal, which is going to be a spoof on true crime. We all watched these this morning. I absolutely adored both of these trailers, both for very different reasons. What did you guys think?
Adore, I think, is the wrong word for the Narcos trailer.
But certainly correct for American Vandal.
For American Vandal. I thought, listen, I love the first 2 seasons of Narcos. Those were immediate binges. The first season almost kind of shocked me how much I liked it. We both were just so on board with Narcos season 1. And season 2 was a little slow simply because most of the time Pablo was on the run, and I feel like they could have done Pablo in 1 season, but because they drug it out to 2, we got to see Wagner more for 2
It's always
seasons.
more fun when the drug dealer's at the top.
It is.
Like the first half of Goodfellas is great. You don't want to see the crash. It's just,
First half of Blow is amazing.
Blow, right.
Right,
When
yeah.
they go
Hey, that's a
down,
good
it's not
point.
as fun, yeah.
Yeah. But this Narcos season 3 looks great because who knew that after Pablo left, the cartels got more and more and more powerful. I mean, we should know that because cocaine is still very popular amongst everybody in the world. So it would only make sense.
Don't do drugs, kids.
For
but
the
it's
second day in a
popular.
row. Don't
But
do
yeah,
drugs.
you know what? I kind of petered out on Narcos for season 2, and I watched the trailer this morning, and I was like, I've got to get back in there.
Yeah.
It was an amazing trailer. It was so great. And then American Vandal, I have no shame in saying this. I laughed so hard. I am thrilled. I love true crime, and who doesn't love a good dick vandalization? You know what I'm saying? Like, so this
Who
looks
doesn't love a
so-
good satire like
Who
The
doesn't
Onion? You know?
Yeah, you know, and it's kind of, they're almost kind of poking fun at themselves because they have it's like Making a Murderer, The Keepers. They have a lot of really heavy-handed stuff, and they're like, but also dicks. And I'm on it. I'm like, sweet.
David, you usually aren't a fan of this kind of stuff.
It's not that I don't enjoy a good satire. I mean, The Simpsons is one of my favorite shows of all time. That's a satire.
Yeah.
The problem is the spoof can get old after a while. I hope it doesn't because he's like, hey, it's this different.
Are you saying dicks get old, David?
No. Well,
Do you love dick, David?
Well, I mean, I have one, so I have to live with it for the past 30 years. Too much? Is that TMI?
Hey-o.
Too much information? Too much? No,
I'm
this looks
learning a
funny.
lot.
I mean, I love the shot where they're like breaking down the evidence and like,
Oh my-
it's
with, like, the
yeah, it's
diagrams.
like, well, look at the detail on this dick. There's no hair on this one.
Yeah.
It's not the same
dick
artist.
hairs.
Like, I love it. I want
Yes.
to watch this. I
Like,
can't
their
wait.
hashtag is literally who drew the dick. So I'm
But-
like,
But we
yeah.
have to give credit because I know there's a lot of Sense8 fans out there. I know Sense8 was canceled. One of the top comments on YouTube, the one that was the most liked, was,
Right.
you guys canceled Sense8, but we're getting, this dick spoof. So I get it, guys. Like, you want Sense8. I'm sorry I don't have it anymore, but
now you get dicks. You
now
win
you get
some,
dicks,
you
yeah.
lose some.
Sometimes popular opinion wins.
Right. All right.
Yeah.
But we're also going to move on to some other news. NBC and Vin Diesel's production company, One Race Television, are working together to develop a reboot of Miami Vice. I personally could not care less about this, but what do you guys think?
Is that what people are looking for? Like Miami Vice reboot? Now, hey,
Nope.
I pick on reboots all the time. I loved Lethal Weapon. I pick on procedurals all the time. Lethal Weapon is probably one of my favorite procedurals out right now. The reimagining of Lethal Weapon on Fox, I think it's fantastic. So hey, if NBC can do for Miami Vice,
we had a big thing of humble pie with Lethal Weapon.
Yeah,
I love Lethal. I like Lethal Weapon.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a little reboot exhausted other than DuckTales. I'll be watching that. But anyway, we're a little bit behind, so I'm going to push us forward even more. Legends of
I don't even
Tomorrow.
get a chance to say anything about Miami Vice?
No, we don't care.
Good, because I don't care about Miami Vice
and
either.
I knew it.
But I do like Vin Diesel.
Legends of Tomorrow is adding a Muslim superhero. It's going to be the computer hacker Zari Adriana Tomaz, played by Iranian actress Tala Ash, and I apologize if I'm butchering that pronunciation.
Beautiful-looking woman.
She is gorgeous. She is talented. I'm thrilled about this. I mean, I think that there should be absolutely every single person on the planet represented in entertainment, so I'm thrilled. What do you guys think?
This was honestly a little bit of a reaction to the Trump administration.
Right,
That's
and
how
they said
it in the article. I thought Hawk Girl was Muslim, to be honest with you. I didn't know that they weren't, because they were like from Egypt and that like Middle Eastern kind of a thing. But I mean, they were more like a paganistic Egyptian religion.
They're supposed to be like from Thanagar, and it depends on what story you listen to. Also, too, Miss Marvel in the comics, she's Muslim, which is really cool that they're doing that as well.
See, there you go. So I think, again, I never see diversity as a problem, and I never see adding it as any kind of. Sometimes I wish it wasn't as big a news. Do you know what I mean?
I know, it's kind of a bummer that it is news. Yes. It's like, but that's just who she is. Okay, great. Like,
right.
Good.
Like, remember when Star Trek Discovery came out, they were all like, we're going to have, a gay person. We're going to have a lesbian. We're going to have a woman. We're going to have an Asian woman. Like, they had to, like, announce, like, we are going to have all this. And I'm like, just make the show.
I know, you have to, like, point it out. Like, but look, we're diverse. It's like, but just be diverse. And then you don't have to be like, look, we're diverse. We'll just be like, oh, cool. And nobody will care.
Right.
Anyway, also, other news. Oh, man. Ascendant TV series is the next in the Veronica Roth series of Divergent and all those films. They have one last installment, and they're talking about making it a television series with STARZ and Lionsgate. Oh, man. Like, it's the whole thing is such a buzzkill. The last couple films just got progressively worse and worse. The last one did terribly.
Pull the ripcord.
Yeah.
Listen, we talked about this a while ago on TV Talk. I've always looked at Divergent. I love the Hunger Games books, okay?
Right.
And they were trying to do Divergent as like Hunger Games with Shailene Woodley. And Shailene Woodley is a very, very talented actress. And this is just, I've said before, this is just hot millennials running from things, right?
Look at Miles Teller. Look how bored. Miles Teller is an incredible actor.
They all look bored. Look at Ansel Elgort.
He wasn't even there. They just photoshopped him in. They were like,
that's just
he's
a
like,
picture from Whiplash,
I'm not coming. Yeah, literally.
Right.
But like, look at Ansel Elgort. They all just look, besides Broody McGunholder over here.
He's happy. He's happy to be there. He's loving it.
That's his birth name, by the way.
And it's kind of like, listen, we understand that there's IP, and we understand there's things like this. Each movie got progressively worse and progressively less like who gives a crap about them, right?
Right.
And you're telling me that Lionsgate, with their investment in STARZ, that this is what they're investing in? Let's get some better stuff from STARZ. Hell, if 50 Cent was really pissed that Power didn't get an extra episode, give us more stuff like Power or things of that nature. What do you think, Dave?
Well, and it's awkward. There's so little left of the story. What are they going to do with the TV series? Just make up shit after this ends? Like,
well, hopefully it's more interesting. My biggest thing with the Divergent series, I just got bored with it. I actually enjoyed the cast. I like the setting. I like the post-apocalyptic teens running around doing stuff, but it just I was bored by it. So hopefully the TV series will be better. Lionsgate has a huge library to choose from. It's interesting that this is their first choice to pull from that. I mean, they have great shows on STARZ. Outlander, Black Sails just ended. So I hope we can get more stuff like Outlander, more like Power. Hopefully this is just as good. We'll see. We have to wait and see.
Yep.
All right. Well, speaking of new television, that was a horrible segue.
Yeah, that was great. Good work. Let's bring that back real quick. It's going to edit. Oh, shit. This is live. Keep going, Grace. Go.
We all watched The Sinner last night, starring Jessica Biel, USA's new show. The pilot aired last night. I surprisingly really super enjoyed this.
Yeah.
Surprisingly.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Right?
I was not expecting that.
We get shit on here all the time from like a very small group of people that say we hate USA's content.
Why don't you guys watch Suits?
Why don't we watch Suits?
I love Suits. Okay. I love Suits.
There you go. How's that?
There we go.
Listen, this is why we brought Grace in. She loves Suits. She loves men in suits. She loves the show suits. She loves the suits in cards, clubs, spades. She loves those suits.
Those are all accurate statements, by the way.
Grace, she loves Grace has a website called Bring White Collar Back.
Yes.
So I mean she loves USA.
What do they call? What's the fan club for White Collar? The White Collar Corral or something?
Yeah, that's it. That's our name.
Let's get back to Sinner. First of all, real quick.
Yeah.
The bangs take me out. sometimes.
They're so weird.
They're a lot. This is my bangs. This is my
also,
symbol
her
for
top
bangs.
knot was very distracting in that one scene because it was kind of lopsided.
Well, they're trying to make her not
queen
look
of top
so much
knots.
like Jessica Biel, which is hard because she's very attractive and you know
Yes.
she's married Justin Timberlake and all that kind of stuff. So she's Jessica Biel.
I fell in love with her in Seventh Heaven, man.
Oh, yeah, she's great.
She
I've
has
been
very
a Biel
like
fan.
masculine features, which I really love in like a woman. Very like
Summer
Nicki
Can I
Minaj.
talk about? I won't spoil anything, but I have a few gripes. There's a few gripes of the
Go.
show I have. There's some
Give me your gripes, David.
tropes that we've seen. Like there's Bill Pullman. You know,
I love Bill Pullman.
the greatest American president in film
We've
history.
ever had.
Ever
Oh,
had.
in film,
Independence
right.
Day. The greatest, hands down. Give me a better one. No. He's got like some sexual hangups. I'm like, okay, he's the odd cop who sees more than everybody else and he's weird. It's like, I get it. I get it. Like we've seen that. He's Sherlock Holmes. I get it. But everything else, I think Bill's performance. Sorry, I got a little angry there. Bill's performance is top notch. She just knocks it out of the park. I think she's very good in this.
Here's the thing. Going into this, right? This is the kind of show that if I wasn't on TV Talk and I didn't have a fiance who was like, I want to watch Sinner, I would have never ever watched this show, right? Because it was advertised everywhere and it was Jessica Biel looking brooding with like blood on her, and it's on USA, right? That's like a trifecta for me. I'm not going to watch
I mean,
that.
you go in with a lot of
And
expectations.
you hate USA content. Well, because a lot of times USA doesn't have the kind of content that I like to watch.
Sure.
Procedural, hot dudes on beaches. What do we call it? Like shades and sand?
Smiles and sunglasses.
Smiles and
No, that's
sunglasses.
USA, yeah.
Is
Back in the
USA.
day, back in the day.
And then they came out with Mr. Robot. And I was
Yeah.
like, okay, I get it. This is great. Then they come with this. And I was like, this is why I should always have an open mind about things. Never judge a Jessica Biel by its book cover. I don't read books, but I can judge shows by their advertisements.
Yes, you can.
I thought it was like, oh God, this is going to be some like wife that wants to kill herself. She hates her life. She sees it all. And then all of a sudden, it takes this unbelievably dark twist.
Right.
And maybe one of the greatest stabbing scenes. Not
No,
greatest, but like most.
so good.
Good.
It was visceral, yeah.
It was
sure.
so well done. I
And
was
if
like
you're at the
shocked.
beach and you see a really hot woman like with her kid and she just gets up and she's just like, crack, 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 crack. You're like, what?
I know, and they showed the whole thing. Like they didn't shy away from it. They didn't do some like artsy thing where they like show the people's faces. Like you were just in it, and I was like, oh, okay, we're doing it. Yeah, it was so cool. I mean, not cool, but
granted, have I wanted to yell at people that are like really PDAing, turning up their music on the beach?
We've all been there.
Sure. Do I want to take a paring knife, literally a paring knife, and take out a person? No.
Yeah,
but that's when this show was like, okay, you hooked me.
Yeah.
You got me.
yeah, it was super, and it was super like emotionally shot. I loved the really extreme
beautiful.
close-ups
Yes.
of like Bill Pullman's nails, like really fine details, and it was just very like it was very visceral, and I was very shocked, and a lot of the stuff. This
Nothing
isn't
like
a spoiler
small
because I
town
won't say it.
prostitutes to really get your gears going.
Hey, waiting tables does not pay the whole rent. She needs a side business. You know, girls working.
Is that what you're doing on your
yeah.
side, David? Is that what you're doing on the
No,
side?
we need to talk about that. That's we can talk about that.
But yeah, I mean, I think we're all on the same page with this.
Yes.
This was actually this took us all in a direction I don't think any of us were anticipating.
Yeah, watch
and
The Sinner. Watch it.
Yeah, guys, check it out on USA.
So it's 8 episodes, right? So this is an anthology series.
Yeah, it's a mini-series.
It's a
It's a one-off.
mini-series. No IP, right? Is there one scene, because there was one scene in this that made me feel really uncomfortable, and it wasn't the stabbing, and it wasn't
broken nails?
It wasn't broken nails. It
Ugh.
wasn't like the constant magic eye painting that we kept seeing
Oh,
going
yeah,
back
I
and
know what you're talking about. I don't want
forth.
to spoil that.
Yeah,
I know what
what
you're
the
talking
hell?
about. Yeah.
It was
kind of like a horror movie scene.
It was the mom and the baby.
Yeah.
That
some
was
weird
one
stuff there, yeah.
dark.
Oh my
That's what
God.
honestly, like I got hooked by the stabbing. Crack, crack, crack. Jail shank.
It was like
But when that mom showed, that mom was creepy. That was creepy good casting, and they showed that baby.
oh my
looked like
God.
something from,
I
like,
was
Annabelle or
literally
something, yeah.
Voldemort.
It
I was like,
sure did. Yes,
like
it
it
was-
was yeah.
It's
it was
disturbing.
Crazy.
It's disturbing.
Really
It's really disturbing,
But
and I
would
love it.
Highly recommend Sinner. Really.
Yeah.
Yeah,
recommend
check it out,
Sinner.
guys. It was pretty
Yeah.
dope. I'm gonna for sure be tuning in. All right, so I'm gonna turn this over to these two gentlemen. Snowfall last night, episode 5.
Episode 5.
Happy 4th of July, Josh
Right?
Macuga.
The Macuga
Fireworks and weed.
The Macuga 4th of July party is very different from the Snowfall.
I've seen the photos. Yes, I've seen the
4th
photos.
of July
Yeah,
party,
yeah.
right? The Mexican cartel family, their 4th of July was a lot different than the Macuga 4th of July.
Mm-hmm.
The black family in South Central, their 4th of July was a little bit different. The Mexican, they were going to kill everybody. The cop showed up to the black one in Compton.
And the CIA guy definitely had a odd 4th of July.
He sure
stuck in the
did.
desert the whole time.
Wasn't the best.
Right.
I thought this was a really really powerful episode, though I'm really losing myself into what the direction of this show is going. Aren't you?
That's the biggest show. That's the show's biggest issue. Like there's too many stories going on. You have like when you're watching Ozark, talking about drug. You have Ozark. You have the Bateman family, and that's pretty much the thing you need to focus on. Breaking Bad. It's Walter White and a few of those other people.
I know you mean Jason Bateman.
Jason Bateman.
Bird.
Well, yeah, I was saying,
Bird.
the Bateman,
Yes.
Jason Bateman. But it's like with this show though, it's like there's so many stories going on. Like I still feel like I don't have a hold on what the Mexican cartel family's doing. Like I'm not invested in the characters. Franklin, the young man in South Central, is still my favorite character. He's the only guy. Like if they made the whole show about him and his gang and the relationship with his father and his mother, I could watch that all day.
Is it weird to think that I wouldn't mind getting rid of the Mexican cartel story?
Yeah.
Or
bring it in later.
Bring it in later,
yeah.
Right? I wouldn't mind getting rid of that and having because you need that CIA story.
True. Yeah.
You need that CIA story to see how the market was flooded with cocaine.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't mind having just the CIA story and just Franklin's story of how that crack boom actually happened. And I wouldn't mind if we were like 6 months from now at the beginning of this series. Like he was already kind of, and maybe a couple flashbacks of how it started, like him in college to see something. Like I would like a little more of a backstory of, because I love Franklin. I think he's an amazing character. The kid is a great actor. Idris Elba's nephew is a great actor. And I said that so seriously. I guarantee people are like, wait, is
that really his nephew? Yeah.
There was something really, really fantastic about him in the show. I would love to see like why he hated school, where how it all happened. Right. A little more of that, and a little, I don't know, there's something kind of very not charming, but very attractive about like the street level drug dealing of this whole thing.
He's very much like I know they're not related, but like Idris Elba in The Wire, who took classes, at night, try to better himself. I mean, he's a lot like his character. He's smart.
Yes,
he could be doing so many other things, but he's sticking to the drug trade, even though he's smarter than that.
Again, the show I think is very, very well done. I'm losing a little bit of the plot in a show like this. It'd be kind of cool.
It's a little messy.
It is a little messy. It's kind of been from the day one.
Yeah,
a little messy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Well, I'm going to go ahead and steer us right into some Twitter questions.
Yeah, well then.
I'm going to go with Grant at MK Songbird. Thank you so much. At Mrs. Graceface, what are your best, worst examples of a major character being recast in a series? Hashtag Collider TV Talk.
Come on. Worst is Aunt Viv in Fresh Prince. The one actress just walked away, and then we got a new one. And I remember turning it on going,
who's that woman?
Something's different.
Hold on a second. That's not Aunt Viv. And then I think maybe the best casting is Dodario?
Dodario, yeah, because that guy who was in it before went to the
Ed Skrein.
He went to the Jason, what's his name?
That's literally
Statham
the one
series.
that I was going to say.
Transporter.
Yeah.
That first guy was so obnoxious. He literally looked like Ranch Wilder's son and more annoying. I was like, I can't handle this guy.
And
then they
brought
recast it with, who's great.
Really good.
And he is amazing in a show called Treme, which I know I'm the only person that's ever watched that show.
Simon,
It sounds like a shampoo.
No, that's Tresemme. Get it right.
Oh.
Grace, why don't you sleep? No, Treme was about post-Katrina New Orleans. It was fantastic.
Oh, right.
I know even Anthony Bourdain wrote an episode or two, I believe, of that show. Yeah,
because there was so
much.
Wow.
Yeah, he was on there. Yeah.
What else you got? You got any other castings?
I was literally going to say that one.
No, that's what I was going to say.
That's what I was going to say.
Perfect.
I can't think of a lot of big name recastings off the top of my head right now.
One of the funnier get rid of the cast members is the little sister in Family Matters. She just walked upstairs and never came back.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
They never even mentioned her.
Say, how about when
we talked yesterday about the woman from Kevin Can Wait. They just killed her off, and they're like bringing Leah Remini.
They're like, oh, but she died. Bye.
Yeah, she's gone.
Yeah. Or how they had that one kid in Game of Thrones earlier in the show played like a farm boy, and then later they were like, actually, you're going to be the king. Yeah. And I was like, wait, what? It threw me off so badly. Very strange. Very strange.
What else you got?
That's it. We're going to go to pick of the day.
Oh, we're going pick of the day.
Yeah.
All right.
Keeping you guys on track.
Ready? Right. Grace is running a tight ship here. Listen, we are tasked with keeping the show to a certain time limit. And who is tasked with doing that? One Grace Hancock.
You're doing a great job, Grace.
I mean, I'm not sweating.
Well, it's hard because we like to rant.
Unlike
some people, I've seen the comments. Some people are like, because sometimes you guys go off the rails. I'm like, have you not been watching this show for the last year and a half? We go off the rails all the time. We go on rants.
It's fun. I mean, we have so much. It's so fun to really hash this stuff out, and we're all so passionate about this.
It's probably going to go off the rails. The Miami Vice reboot.
Yes, that's probably going to go off the rails.
It's going to be a real pile of garbage. All right, here's your pick of the day. If you could pick a TV character's face to put on a drink coaster, who would it be?
Who would I want to see every morning when I lift up my coffee mug or I have a cold beer one night? Well, it's got to be a lady because I don't want to see a guy's face. Nothing wrong with guys. There's some very handsome men out there.
I was gonna say, like, you wouldn't want some handsome men looking up.
That
I like what you're
process
drinking
was
there,
fantastic.
Captain. I appreciate your drink
probably
choice.
like maybe like Rachel McAdams, but like not True Detective season 2 Rachel McAdams. She was too depressed. I need
Well,
like
then what-
happy Rachel McAdams.
So Regina George, that's a movie. You got to pick a TV show,
Dang
Regina
it.
George, or I mean Rachel McAdams. And the only one
It's a
we
hard
really have,
question.
TV.
It's a hard
the
question.
only one we really have is True
Oh,
Detective
probably
season
somebody from like Downton Abbey, maybe. I don't know. Maybe
Ooh, like Michelle
No,
Dockery?
Outlander. No, if I had Katrina Belf's face on my coaster, a smiling Katrina Belf, that would make me a happy guy every morning.
In a shocking twist of events, David Griffin has picked somebody from Outlander to be on his drink coaster.
See, now I just feel like a complete
Somebody
tool
please make that
because
coaster
You know
for
what's
me.
great?
That
Is
was
it
like
started?
so well thought out.
It started out here, and you were like, "Where is he going?" I thought he was going to go British TV. Oh, he went British TV. There we go. I
know.
love it.
Well-
Grace Face.
I feel like a total tool because I was like very well thought. That was like very like pros and cons. There was a lot of
Well,
thought.
because I mean, when you wake up, when
literally-
you see a coaster, you got to look at that face every day.
Because what I saw, I immediately I want Drogon from Game of Thrones on mine.
The dragon.
The dragon.
Oh, the
Which
dragon.
leads just perfect into. No. That's my dragon. Is that it?
It's like Drogon is here in the room with us now. It's that good.
And David, your horse?
My horse impression? No.
Alrighty. I'm going to
love
go
that
with
it's
my
like a
dragon to
sassy
be
horse.
honest with you. That is David's horse.
This is why you watch Glider TV Talk for the animal
for the
impressions.
animal impressions,
impressions.
mythical
Yeah.
and
Mythical,
otherwise.
yeah.
All right, before we get the hell out of here, where can the good people find you on the internet, David?
I'm everywhere. I'm at Griffin DE on Twitter and Instagram. Macuga, Schnepp and I reviewed The Defenders.
Yes.
Season 1, Episode 1. It's out there. It's hot. Check it out.
Right? Mrs. Graceface.
Yeah, and you can find me everywhere online at Mrs. Graceface.
She's the best. She's part of the family now, guys. Give her some love on Twitter, Instagram, wherever. I'm Josh Macuga, at Josh Macuga, Twitter and Instagram. The Josh Macuga Show on YouTube. We're here live every day. Collider TV Talk, 11 a.m. PST, only on Collider Video. As always, that was Dragon for Put Down the Book, Pick Up the Remote.
Hey guys, if you like this video, click the thumbs up button. Also, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. It'll help you stay up to date with everything we've got going on here at Collider.